Hello everybody, today I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and if you're wondering what I could possibly be doing in this game again, not much, but I'm doing this, like I'm just going to beat the entire game, except for the hardest mode, and I'm going to do this every day until I finish every single Five Nights at Freddy's games, except for Help Wanted, because I don't have a Rift. I have an Oculus Quest 2, so that really can't hook up to my computer, but that's alright. And I won't be doing this with Security Breach, because who really cares about that game, to be honest? I don't. So, and the reason I'm doing this is because today is the 1 year anniversary of the channel, because I started my channel November 20th, 2022. And right now it's November 20th, 2023. So I'm just going to get straight into this. Just literally going to do the main 6 nights. And I'm going to do this for every game. And I realize that FNAF 3 is going to be a pain in the butt, because I'm literally going to do everything except for the hardest mode. So that includes the bad ending and the good ending. That's 10 nights right there. And then I have to do nightmare mode, so that's 11 nights. That's ridiculous. And don't expect me to die very much, because I kind of know what I'm doing, and I shouldn't die. And I know the animatronics will not move until after the phone call, at least I think.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for
I'm not going to worry about talking while the phone is going, because well, I think we all already know the game good enough to not really care about the phone call. But I'm turning it down at like 40 there. Okay. Well, I don't really know much to talk about, and this video is going to be pretty long, and it's just going to be completely unedited, just me just doing the main nights. That's it. And that is going to continue on all throughout the games. So like FNAF 3, 6, and Ultimate Custom Night, those might be some very long videos. FNAF 3 because it's just a really long game. FNAF 6 because I'm absolutely terrible at the game. Like, you wouldn't believe it. I'm so bad at that game. That's why I don't like playing it. It's because I'm terrible. I don't know why, but I really cannot play FNAF 6. And Ultimate Custom Night because I'm just going to do all of the challenges, every single one of them, and there's quite a lot of challenges. So yeah, those videos might get a bit long, but it's okay. And when I was thinking about this challenge, I'll go through the games and just give my thoughts on the games, just because why not? I don't really have much to talk about. So FNAF 1, I'm not gonna lie, I think this game is a little bit overrated. Just a little bit. Like, everybody talks about this game like it's the best thing ever, but there are much better entries in the franchise than this one, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I still think this game is amazing, but it's not as good as people say it is. It's just a little bit overrated. That's my opinion on this game. The second game, I know it's like one of the fan favorites, but I still think that game is just a tad bit underrated recently. I mean, like just a little bit ago, people were like loving FNAF 2. Everybody talks about it, but now nobody really talks about the game. And I don't get it, because the game is still good. I really love FNAF 2. It's so good. And then FNAF 3, it's the most underrated game in the franchise, I think, probably, because I actually really love that game. I think it's awesome. I love Springtrap. I even like the Phantom animatronics a lot. I like that it has 2 different endings, and I wish there was a custom night, but I like that there's like an aggressive mode in the cheats menu, and I like the mini games and the music at like the bad ending and the good ending. Also, the phone call's done, so actually I have to do something. So yeah, FNAF 4 now. It's my favorite main game in the franchise. You'll see why I say main game. But I love FNAF 4. FNAF 4 is amazing. There's almost nothing wrong with the game ever. Like, literally the only bad thing about the entire game is Nightmare. Not Nightmare Fredbear, just Nightmare. Because Nightmare Fredbear, you can, like, even if you royally mess up, like, he laughs and then you check the door and he's not there, and then you check the bed and he's not there, you can still survive. Whereas Nightmare, if that same exact situation happens, no matter how fast you go, you're completely screwed. There's, like, absolutely nothing you can do. And especially Blind All Nightmare, it's terrible. And Nightmare, the entire character of Nightmare just needs to be reworked because it's so unfair. Just all they had to do is make it so that there's like some kind of prediction if his laugh is real or fake, because it's totally random, and that sucks. It really sucks. So that's literally the only bad thing about FNAF 4. Other than that, the game is perfect. And in this series, I will be doing Five Nights at Freddy's World, I think. I might change my mind a little bit later on, but I think I'm going to do FNAF World, which is the next game right after FNAF 4. And if we're including, like I said when I was talking about FNAF 4, I said it was my favorite main game. That's because if we're not including FNAF World, FNAF 4 is my favorite game. But if we're including every FNAF game made by Scott Cawthon, then FNAF World has to be my favorite. Like, there's no question. Because I play that game, like, I 100% the game, like, 2 to 3 times a year, at least. Also, Bonnie is right there. Oh, Foxy, jeez. I haven't been checking him, apparently. I mean, I really haven't. I have not been checking the cameras at all. Okay. Back to FNAF World. Yeah, game is super underrated. I wish it was still on Steam. I have it on Steam, but I wish it would have stayed on Steam. And I don't understand why people hated the game. I feel like recently people have been coming around to the game, but I still think it's super underrated. I said FNAF 2 is the most underrated FNAF game, but it's FNAF World. Or FNAF 3 was underrated, I meant. But FNAF World, easily. Now Sister Location is the next game, which also Sister Location is a very underrated game, in my opinion. And now Chica's out, and not gonna lie, doing easy nights like this is way more stressful than doing 420. Like, I'm not even playing. This is so much more stressful than 420. Oh yeah, back to Sister Location. I love that game. I like night 2 and past for the most part. I think night 4 is the best night in the game, because it's really good. You have to have really good management, and that's a really good thing in FNAF. Okay. And night 5, I don't know about that night. I don't know about that night very well. Okay. You know what? I think I have a power to do this, so now I'm just gonna talk, okay? So I think Sister Location, I actually really like the game, especially like night 2, 3, and 4. I think those nights are great. 1 and 5 are a little bit iffy on me, and then the custom night is awesome. The custom night is one of the best custom nights ever. Like, it's so good. And then the next game, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Oh, I don't really like that game very much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very bad at that game. Like, I'm terrible at FNAF 6. And I seen that Scott Cawthon had like a Steam post or something. I don't remember where I seen this, but it was something on YouTube, or maybe I actually seen the comment. But Scott Cawthon said that just to keep it more unpredictable or something. He made it so that no matter what you do, if there's an animatronic that's making sounds in the vents, if you turn everything off, no matter what, there's a 10% chance of that animatronic killing you. That's a little bit unfair. Like, that's way unfair. I don't like that. And that's what I feel like it has been killing me on Saturday, like, so much. Because I feel like I'm doing everything right and then I still die. That's not fair. At all. Night 2, by the way. And then Ultimate Custom Night. I love the game, but it's given me some scars. It's given me some lifelong scars. Not with 50-20, with 50-50, because I haven't beaten that night. I've only beaten 50-30, I think. Maybe 50-35. I don't remember what I did. And I was trying to do that, and it was just like, it was awful. It was so annoying grinding that, and then I never even did it. It was bad. Yeah, I also don't say that I should have tried again on that, because I did. I tried that 3 times total. It's just, I know I can do it. I really know I can do it, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. It's just too hard. Bonnie's already gone. Yeah, Ultimate Custom Night. It's a pretty wild game, but that I'm talking about. 50-50 is like kind of like a fan-made creation. So the base game, it's awesome. I really like it. Like the custom challenges, they're very good at learning. Yeah, it's just, I love Ultimate Custom Night. I don't have much to say about the game though. Now is, I think, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. I think it's Help Wanted is next. Okay. So Help Wanted, even though I don't have any footage of that game on my channel, I really like the game. I really like the game, and I think it was probably my first 100% completion, because I didn't start beating super hard modes until later on, because I didn't really care. But Help Wanted is a very easy game. Anybody can do it. The hardest night in the game is definitely Night 5 in FNAF 1. But Night 5 in FNAF 1 is super easy. Freddy is a little bit annoying compared to the first game, this game, because once he's at your door, you just gotta leave that door open forever, or I mean shut forever. But yeah, it's still easy. And now I think the next game. Also, where's Chica? Okay, she's right there. Alright, the next game I think is Security Breach. I don't remember. I'm trying to play the game too now. Man, I don't like focusing. I want to talk, but I think it's Security Breach, and I think we all know my opinions on that game. I actually hate the game. I don't like it at all. I'll admit, when it first came out, it was a little bit fun, because there were so many bugs and you could beat the game in under 20 minutes, and that is something that I did. And it was just fun because it was so buggy. But then it got a little bit less buggy with all the bug fixes. But even with that, it's still a super buggy game. But it's not buggy enough to be fun anymore. It's just a buggy game. Whereas before it was just a horribly buggy game that had so many glitches you could do anything, and now it's just a badly made game. Yeah. That's how I feel about that. But now I gotta find Bonnie. He's right there. Animatronics will take 200 years to go away on early nights in this game, by the way. Just because of the way the AI works. Like Bonnie's, he's already gone. Chica, she's gonna be there for another 20 minutes. Oh, okay. So we know how I feel about Security Breach, and The only FNAF games that would be left to talk about are the troll games, but I don't feel like talking about those games. Try to think of something to talk about. Oh, I found something to talk about. It's probably not ideal to talk about it in this behemoth of a video, but I'm gonna. I know it's a little bit weird, but I want to make at least one more Geometry Dash video on the channel, at least, as of right now anyway. Because I've actually just finished a level that I was making in Geometry Dash. It's an electrodynamics buff, but I absolutely like buffed the crap out of the level. Like, I actually made the game insane. Now I think I can't say for sure because I've never beaten one of these difficulty levels, but I think the level's about a medium demon, and I've never beaten a medium demon in my life. Only easy demons, 24 easy demons to be exact. But yeah, that's just, if I beat the level, it's gonna be my hardest demon, even though it's not gonna be like an official demon because it just won't be. So yeah, the level's actually insane. I tried to, like, I've been making buff levels for fun, and I've been trying to make them like have all the original stuff from all the original levels, so it's just kind of like an expansion of the first level. But on electrodynamics, I just went a little bit ham, or just kind of just added stuff until I couldn't add stuff no more. I still tried decorating it though, just like the original level, but there's like black jump rings which aren't in electrodynamics and stuff, and there's game modes that aren't in electrodynamics like spider and wave, and I tried to throw in some bull crap in the mix too, like upside down wave. Like, there's wave where you have to play as the wave and then it flips upside down and you still have to keep on playing. Gameplay like that is really hard, but I've been getting better at that. So yeah, I just want to make a video on that if I beat that. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it because it's just so hard. But right now I have like over 2,000 attempts in the level. I'm not even lying. If the video comes out ever, then I would be able to show you at the end of the level how many attempts that I have total. But also keep in mind, if I put a start position and then press save and start just to test that part of the level out, that counts as my total attempts. So I really haven't even tried to beat the level from start, from 0% to 100%. Not yet anyway. So yeah, the level's pretty crazy. Oh, this video is already 18 minutes long. This is nuts. And I'm only on night 2. I don't know how much power I have. I don't know what time it is exactly. But I'm gonna try to just shut these doors and pray. There's Foxy. Just drained all of my power. Oh boy. I'm just gonna leave this door open. Okay. I'll just check the light occasionally. Actually, it's better to leave this door open. Welp. If I die, I'm gonna be so mad. There's no way I die, right? No! Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. This sucks. I didn't realize how long of a video this was gonna be. I didn't realize how long nights were in this game. I knew it, I just didn't realize how much it's gonna suck. Oh gosh, dude. I don't even want to play the game anymore. Oh, it's such a long game. and such a long video that literally like 2 people are gonna watch it all the way through. But it's worth it, I think. I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth it. No phone call either, because I died. I'm just left here alone by myself forever. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do 420 strats, okay? I know it's a little bit overkill, but I'm doing 420 strats, and nobody can stop me. Okay, now I can actually focus. Now I can not focus and talk and play, because the 420 strat is so broken that now I'm locked in. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna die for the rest of the video if I actually play good. Yeah, in this series, I know it's just going to be a little bit boring to watch. At least I think. I've been getting recommendations to just play a whole game. And that just sounds so boring to me if I was watching a video. But what do I know? Yeah, but later on, I'm going to be so silent and it's going to be such a lame video. Because like night 6, I'll actually have to focus, and probably night 5, maybe night 4. But I'm going to get bullied for the rest of my life for dying tonight too. At 5 a.m. to Chica. After I knew she was at my door, and I would have been fine. I would have been so fine. It's just, it sucks. And now Bonnie's going to take his sweet time getting away from my door. Yeah. Yep, he's going to be there for a while. I seen this video quite some time ago, but it was like how the AI worked and stuff in this game. And he said technically 1920 or 419 would be harder than 420 in some scenarios. And it totally makes sense what he was saying. And I genuinely think that 419 would be a little bit harder. But just keep Foxy on 20, and then that's hard. Okay, Bonnie, he needs to leave my door because he's been there for a while, and I don't want him to be there no more. He's just draining all of my power. And also with that 420, 1920, or 419 thing, put Freddy at 22. Not 22, like 20 as well. So then it'll be Foxy and Freddy are at 20, and Chica and Bonnie are at 19. That's the hardest theoretical mode in this game. Finally, Bonnie left the door. Finally. And Chica hasn't even shown up at my door yet. Man, this strategy is so overpowered. But I'm going to go ahead and check Foxy. I knew he would have been fine. This is night 2. And I'm checking the cameras like it's 420. Kind of. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about now. Besides the fact that I'm going to be talking for like 2 hours every day for the next 8 days. Just making videos. And it's gonna like, I don't know if it's gonna make me lose my voice though any of the days, but it's gonna be annoying. I know that for sure. And nights, aren't they like 7 minutes long in this game? I don't remember. I know they're long in this game, and then they got a little bit shorter in FNAF 2, and then a little bit shorter in FNAF 3, and FNAF 4 I think they're exactly 6 minutes. I know they are. And sister location, the custom night, I have no idea how long the nights are. I hear Chica. I wish nights in this game were 4 minutes and 30 seconds, just like an ultimate custom night. Just because I don't want to play this game for an hour and a half. Playing super easy nights that I shouldn't die to, that I just died to, and I have like a couple hundred hours in this game, and I'm dying tonight too. That's pretty pathetic. I don't know what to talk about, by the way. That's why I'm quiet. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't think of anything. And I really can't think of a thing to say. Besides the fact that there's only been one animatronic at my door this entire night. How is Foxy doing? Actually, he's way further out than I thought he was going to be. I thought there was no way he'd have been even a little bit out. Just because of how frequently I'm checking the cameras for night 2. Also, before I started doing this video, I was actually excited for this. But now that I died tonight too, and now that I realized how long this is going to be, I'm not excited anymore. $5 a.m. I got a whole bunch of power. I'll be fine. Unless I mess up to Chica again somehow. Oh, by the way, for people that actually are watching this far into the video, I genuinely have a question on the FNAF lore, and I just thought about this yesterday. No, today. I thought about it today at school. But so the withered animatronics in FNAF 2, they're supposed to be like the animatronics that William stuffed the kids into. But Henry was the one at that location, the FNAF 2 location, and he was using those parts for extra parts. And if he was getting the parts from the withered animatronics, how would he not notice that there are corpses inside of the suits? Because I genuinely have no idea how he would miss that. At all. And it wouldn't make sense for William to stuff the kids in after all of that happened, because he wouldn't have access to the pizzeria because of the toy animatronics. Right? So I don't know how that works. I won with 20% power remaining. Let's go. Night 3. Night 3 should be a little bit harder with Foxy, I think.
Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Oh, I thought of something to say, by the way. I made the review on the FNAF movie a little bit ago, and after making that, I realized that I forgot to talk about an Easter egg. Like, one of the main Easter eggs that I found that I don't even know if it's an Easter egg anymore, because I've watched so many videos and nobody else has even mentioned it before. But like, it's the first thing that popped in my head when this showed up. Like, the first time I watched the movie too. It wasn't even like the second or third time watching it. It was like the day that it came out and I watched it. The second I seen this, I turned to my mom and I was like, "Look at that!" And then I was like, "Yeah, I found something." And then I went home and I looked up a bunch of stuff and nobody even mentioned it. So I don't even know if it's a thing. But you know, I actually don't think it is anymore, because now watching the movie, it really does fit with like the movie. But at first, when I seen the tape, like, that Michael was using to go to sleep with the sounds, the only thing I could think of was Five Nights at Candy's 3, because the character you play as, I don't keep up on Five Nights at Candy's lore, so I don't know who that is. But the character you play as in Five Nights at Candy's 3, you play a tape that makes some kind of, I don't know what kind of sounds it makes, but it makes some kind of sounds for you to go to sleep, and the night goes by twice as fast. And when I seen Michael turn on the tape player for the first time, that's all I could think of. But now, watching the movie all the way through, and I've watched this movie 7 times now, I don't think it's Easter egg at all. But it could be. Now back to silent mode, because I can't think of a thing to say. Now Chica's gonna be there for an hour. Maybe not. By the way, Freddy moved. I did not think Freddy would move this early on. At all. Bonnie is not going away, by the way. He did this to me the last night, I think. But he's doing it again. How's Foxy doing? Pretty good. Freddy's still here? Yep. I'll be fine. Unless Bonnie just stays there the entire night. Even then, I think I'm fine anyway. Unless they both stay there for the rest of the night. Bonnie left. Chica left. Perfect. Also, I thought of something to say. Because I'm just a little bit curious, for those of you that actually are watching currently, I know that's going to be like 2 people, but in Five Nights at Freddy's, like the entire mainline series, what is the hardest difficulty mode you've ever completed, in your opinion? For me, I don't know. Like, I want to say 50-20, but oh yeah, pre-patched 1020 in FNAF 6 location, easily. That's what mine is. That's the hardest mode in the entire franchise, in my opinion. But I've had people that say that that mode wasn't that bad. So it really just depends on who you are. I'm just curious to see which modes you guys completed. And which one's the hardest to you guys. Also, I will say one thing. If you beat any of the hardest difficulty modes in this franchise, you might as well continue on with the rest of them. Because that's how it went for me. When I beat 420 in this game for my first time, I just kept on going at it with the other games. Because it felt kind of like a natural progression. And even though this mode is super easy, I mean 420 is super easy, you should still be able to do some other games, hardest difficulty modes if you've beaten this one. And I would say a good place to start after you beat 420 in this game would be, trying to think, probably Nightmare Aggressive in FNAF 3. Even though I find that super challenging, literally everybody on the planet besides me thinks it's super easy. So what do I know? Cause it's like, for real, that mode, I hate it. It's just, I can't. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm fine. I fricked up with Chica again, but I'm fine. Three more nights. Night 4, Night 5, and Night 6. It's only going to get more interesting and more fun the further on we go. Because the early nights, it's a snail pace. It's so boring. But then later on it gets fun.
Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. No. Oh no.
Alright, this is where it actually gets real. On night 4, I think. I don't know. I haven't played the base game in so long. That's why I was excited about doing this series. Was just because I haven't played the main games, or the main part of the games in so long. But now doing it's just boring because they're so easy. Freddy's on the move. So quiet. I feel like I haven't talked in a long time. One thing I can talk about is the buttons in this game are janky. Like the white button, especially, like, I don't think there's much wrong with the door button, but the white button, it's a little bit goofy to press. And if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. I like the buttons in FNAF 2, where you can just pre-click and then just hover your mouse over it. Whereas in this game, you have to individually click, and it doesn't sound that bad. And it wouldn't be if the button actually worked. Like if you just spam and press it twice in a row like I'm about to, it doesn't go off the first time. You have to kind of pause a little bit. But I have a little button that's right next to the main or left mouse button on my mouse, and it makes it so that whenever I press it once, it clicks 3 times very fast. So if I just press that twice, then the light goes off instantly. So that's how I'm able to turn off the light very quickly, in case you're wondering. I just checked that side because I really haven't been paying attention to the game. This night's been so chill. Nothing's happened. Chica's already back. Freddy is he's one away from the camera that I'm on right now. Foxy hasn't even started coming out. There we go. Night 4 complete. So I still cannot believe I died to night 2. That's ridiculous, man. 2 more nights. Oh, brother. This is just going to be so physically draining when I get to some other games. It's already physically draining in this game just because the nights are so long and I have 2 more. But I can't even imagine how FNAF 3 is going to be. If I do both the good ending and bad ending, which I had plans to do, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I think I'm just going to do one of those endings, whichever one I choose to, which I will choose the good ending. But my gosh, I did not realize how annoying this was going to be to do. I didn't realize at all. Yeah, probably focus mode. I was kind of in focus mode that last night too, but focus mode from here on out because the next 2 nights, I think they're hard. I haven't played these nights ever, so I don't know. No way. Freddy's already that far? I can't believe that. I didn't think night 5 was this hard. Night 5's insane. Holy cow. Man, night 5 is actually insane if Freddy's already there. He's literally like in camera, whatever one's right above the one I'm on. Yeah, he's already at my camera. Man, night 5 is ridiculous. How is night 6 gonna be harder without being 420? I mean, I'm not even doing good on power. I don't even remember what Foxy was at. I literally just Foxy, but I'm gonna have to check again. And he's out. If I died a Foxy, it's a possibility, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna check it frequently now because I have enough power to do that. Thank goodness, dude. That's the end. 120 bucks. Now all that's left is night 6. Also, my mom just got home, so I'm gonna go on mute for just a minute. Okay, I think I'm good to unmute. If you hear a little bit of noise, it's probably my mom or my grandma. Or the dogs barking. Also, I've been using my power like it's nothing. I'm sucking at this right now. Also, in FNAF 3, there's like an ambient sound for Springtrap's at Cam 5 or above. But when Bonnie left the door, I heard the ambient sound change. I don't know what that's about. It's probably just, maybe it was just cycling over and just looping or something. I don't know. It was weird. Okay. That's all 6 nights, and I'm not looking forward to doing this with other games now. I'm not at all. Oh, and I really thought this video, I don't know how, because mathematically it doesn't work, but I so thought this video was going to be like 30 minutes long. Man, I died once to night 2. I can't believe it. Also, after doing night 5 and night 6 again, I can't believe, like this must be so hard for Let's Players that are just playing the game casually. Like, night 5 must be so hard. Because night 5 was very hard. It was super hard. Night 6 is about the same as night 5 in my opinion. Alright, well, I just want to get off here. I don't want to play no more 5 Nights at Freddy's for today. So that'll be the end of this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you have any video ideas for me to do after I do all these 5 Nights at Freddy's things again. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna do it. And subscribe if you have not. I suck at outros. Goodbye.